Welcome, everyone, to the PTS Year 6 Season 3. This is titled Burden of Truth. This is the season about Kelso, about skill builds, status effects, repair skills, shields, and a whole lot more. Now, what I'm going to do in today's video is I'm going to introduce you to the PTS, the public test server. We're going to look at every single thing that's new coming to the Division 2, and hopefully we can test out a few things before getting you out of here. But let me jump over here and do my little intro. Now, for all of these PTS videos, you will see in the top right of your screen where it shows the Division 2 logo next to PTS, followed by a serial number and then my gamer tag. This tells you that we are in the public test server, and everything we do in here is subject to change. That's why we are testing it, all right? Now, anybody that owns the Division 2 on PC can download the PTS right now for free. All you have to do is go to your Ubisoft Connect, go to Games, and go to Ready to Install. You will see a Division 2 PTS sitting there ready to install. Now, let's go ahead and get into it. Here we go. What's going on, YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with another Division 2 PTS video. So sit back, relax, grab that popcorn. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know what you think in the comment section below. But that's right, I am giving you everything new coming to the Division 2 as of Year 6, Season 3. Burden of Truth. All right, so to start things off, all you do is you can go to your map, and then you can toggle over to Burden of Truth, and it's going to be all about Agent Kelso. Now, when you first, when you first spawn into the base of ops, let me show you exactly what it looks like. So when you first turn on the game, you're going to spawn in just like this, right? So boom, and then you're like, oh snap, I'm in the PTS. And this is what you do. You come over to the main vendor, and then you pick up all of these. Pick up the skill variants, the Year 6 Season 3 gear, the materials, and the blueprints. Pick up all of these as soon as you spawn into the PTS, because this will give you everything you need, whether it be crafting-wise, materials-wise, gear-wise, or skill variant-wise. This gives you everything for the PTS. Now, when you open up all of those caches, you will then see that you have a lot of things to look at in your inventory. So I haven't even looked at these yet. So let's check it out. Starting with the new weapons that we get. All right, so we have 3 new weapons. The first one is the Oxpecker. So just to check this thing out, here you go, the Oxpecker. This is the new exotic SMG. And that round thing right there behind the muzzle, it acts like a minigun. So it shoots bullets as a minigun on top of the normal muzzle. It's kind of interesting. Almost looks like an MP7, right? Yeah, it's pretty cool. Not bad. I believe it is an MP7 variant, but we'll test it out here in a bit. As far as the core stats, just so you know, I am not running anything for rate of fire or anything like that. So this is just base stats on the exotic. We're sitting at 107k base damage, 950 RPM, and a 40-round magazine. Now, just to compare that to, let's say, the Ouroboros, okay? So here it is next to the Ouroboros. So it shoots a hell of a lot slower. It has a slower or a lower magazine, but it has more headshot, more optimal range, and more damage. Yo, it has over double the optimal range of a Ouroboros. That's very, very cool. Very cool. All right, not bad. I just wanted to compare it for you. Now, as far as looking at the talent, it's called Symbiosis. So while you have a shield deployed, you will lose 10% of that health per second, but every time you shoot anyone with this weapon, it will then repair that shield. A lot of people were like, oh, it's going to mess up your shields, but it's really not. There's a lot of modifiers this season that will help out your shield. So we have to focus on those modifiers. Now, as far as shooting this weapon, let me show you really quick. I'll show you what it looks like.
Everything is priced to move.
And then I will later on try to roll damage to targets at a cover on it. But here is what it looks like. Alright, here we go. Let's go ahead and put it on like Invulnerable Elite. That way I can just mow into it for a second. And I can show you what kind of craziness this SMG will give you. Alright, here we go. Ready? New SMG. Pretty cool, right? 6 million? Yeah. I think that was around 6 million on the DPS. Check it out. Ooh, 7 million on the DPS. Did you see that on the DPS? Watch. Here, let's go for the head. I'm not gonna lie, the red twirling lights, it messes me up when shooting the weapon. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of weird. Like, you can see where it's getting faster and faster, but as it spins, it's just kind of weird. It's not bad like this. Let me see what it looks like with a shield. This is all first looks, everyone. I've never touched any of these things yet. This is all first-hand reactions. All right, let's try it with a shield. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, you can see the shield health, see? See how it goes right back up? Oh, wow. Look at that. Like, once you whip out the shield, you have to start shooting. Look at that. Ah! Oh! Let's see what happens when it breaks. It's just going to disorient me, right? Yeah. It's just disorients. Okay. So that's your new exotic SMG called the Oxpecker, right? The Oxpecker with the talent Symbiosis. So whenever you whip out a shield, it will start losing health, and then every time you damage an enemy, it will repair that shield. Not bad. Not bad at all. Next on the weapons, we have two new named weapons, so I'll equip both of them really quick. There we go. So first up, we have the Goalie. This is the named FAL. And this is just one of those normal FAL skins that you got from one of the old seasons. I'm not a big fan of the FAL. I think it shoots too slow and it has too low of a magazine size. But I do know a lot of people that love the FAL. Now, the new named FAL is called the Goalie. And the Goalie has the new perfect talent, perfect pressure point. So it amplifies weapon damage by 15% to enemies under a status effect. It doesn't matter what status effect, any status effect. So let me, I'll show you here in a second. And then the other named weapon is the new named classic RPK called the Rusty. And this one, again, perfect pressure point. Now, both of these have, what, swap speed on them, so we'll have to switch them up. Actually, I think I can do that right here, right now. There we go. Do a little bit of damage targets out of cover in there. Let's see. There we go. And, oh, this one damaged to armor. Oh, yeah. All right. So now that we have the weapons the way we want them, let's go ahead and show you how it works. So this can work with even like a jammer pulse, okay? So let me show you really quick. Go over to the targeting range. We are still on Invulnerable Elite. And then watch this. So to the chest, 991, okay? To the chest. All right, watch this. So that 991 turns into 1.1. So the 991 turns into a 1.1 mil. So it goes up 200K. Yeah. And then drops back down to 91. So as soon as they're off that status effect, it will go away. And then for the FAL, let me try that one out. So for the FAL, here we go. 793 before, 793. Here we go. 912, 912. All right, and then it goes back down to a 793. Okay. I mean, that's any status effect, so that's pretty cool, right? So those are your new named weapons, the Rusty and the Goalie. And then you had the new name, or the new exotic SMG, the Oxpecker. All right, so let's go ahead and try to change that bottom attribute on the Oxpecker real quick, just to make sure we can do that. Oh, we have to have the blueprint to do that. Uh-oh. I hope we have the blueprint. Let's see. Oxpecker. Such a weird name. There we go. Oxpecker. All right. Let's re-roll it. Damage to armor right there. That's badass, Mike. I want damage targets there. Go. There it is. Ayo. All right. Good to go. And then the cool thing about the PTS is that you basically have unlimited materials. So you can go ahead and just max out all this stuff as soon as you get it. And then you're good until Wednesday, because remember, Wednesday is when the PTS goes away. So we're good to go for a while. And then I'll max all that out later. Okay, so those are your new weapons. Let's look at the gear items. All right, so first up, Refractor. Let's go ahead and do Refractor. I'll put on all 6 just to show you what it is. All right, so here it is. It looks like, what, a seahorse? Oh, dude, look at that. Like, almost reminds me of Aquaman with, like, the seal, or with the insignia on the chest of the of the seahorse. Oh, they're on the knee pads too. Look at that. The seahorse is on the knee pads. Oh my gosh. Is there a seahorse on the holster? No. Seahorse on the gloves? No. The gloves do look kind of cool though. Backpack? What's the backpack look like? Oh, it has a seahorse. Pretty cool, right? Okay. So Refractor. Refractor is the name of it. The 2-piece bonus will give you status effects. The 3-piece bonus will give you skill damage. And then the 4-piece bonus will give you the talent Return to Sender. So you will receive repairs. 10% of the damage you deal by your skills. Now, skills could be Seeker Mine, it could be Turret Drone, it could be the Oxidizer, it could be the Sticky Bomb, whatever it is. 10% of that damage will heal you. And 20% of that damage will heal your allies. So it's all about you dealing skills to help heal your teammates. Now, the chest piece ups all of the healing. So then you end up healing yourself by 25%, and then you end up healing your teammates by 35%. But wait, there's more, because if you put on the backpack gives you the talent Over-Engineered. So while you're at full armor, it will repair bonus armor to yourself. And that goes up to 40% bonus armor. Now, that 40% bonus armor is probably due to wearing the chest piece, where the chest piece will up all of those Return to Sender percentages. Now, the rest of it, they're just normal gear set items. You have your core attribute, your bottom attribute, nothing crazy. But let's talk about the talent again, Return to Sender. So with the backpack, while you're at full armor and you are damaging enemies with a skill, it will then provide you with bonus armor. Now it says we'll provide bonus armor up to 40% of your total armor. So I'm wondering, it says it does not apply to allies. So I'm wondering how much that would work for us in the end. I mean, if we're just sitting there at full armor, sitting in the back, hitting people with our skills, and it's repairing everybody, I guess then it just gives us bonus armor while it repairs everybody. I mean, that seems pretty cool. I can't wait to test that out. All right. And that is Refractor. Okay. Next up, we have the Shiny Monkey. Shiny Monkey.
Should really find time to clean and
is
oil
the name
these
of the new gear set.
Don't want them to get rusty.
It comes with knee pads and a new named backpack. All right, let's take the skin off of the backpack so we can see what it looks like. There we go. All right, so these are all the Shiny Monkey outfits or items. So you have the chest piece, Shiny Monkey. You have the gloves. You have the knee pads. The holster. There's the mask. And the backpack. These are all Shiny Monkey. It doesn't look like anything new. Those just look all like reskins. I mean, the chest piece does look kind of bulky. Maybe that's new. But the rest of these kind of just look like reskins. All right, so Shiny Monkey is the name of the new brand set. Now let's check it out. So our Shiny Monkey brand set bonuses, we get skill duration, skill efficiency, and repair skills. All right, that is your 3-piece bonus. That repair skills is at 52%. That's pretty crazy. Now, as far as the 2 named items, right? So we have the named knee pads called Grease. And Grease will increase your status effects by 16%. And then you have that bottom attribute. Right off the bat, someone's going to say, can you double do status? No, you can't. You cannot double down on status. Just so you know. And then for the named backpack, it's called Axle. And Axle gives you Perfect Energize. So Perfect Energize using an armor kit will grant you 1+ skill tier. And if you are already at a tier 6, this will then give you Overcharge. Pretty cool. Now the cooldown is 30 seconds. But that's not bad though, because you get the Overcharge for 15 seconds, 30-second cooldown, and then you get it for another 15 seconds. I mean, that's pretty badass, man. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, so those are your new brand set items and new named items. Okay. Next up, let's talk about, let's see here, the other exotics. So we have new exotic gloves here. So these are the Exodus gloves. Now, right before we get into it, let me test this out real quick. I have a theory that we can change the attributes.
Can do it
Let
for
me
you.
see here. Gloves, Exodus. Come on, where's the Exodus? Right here. All right, so you see how it says crit chance and hazard? Let's try it. You saw it here first. Crit chance and hazard. Try it again. Crit chance and hazard. All right, so you cannot change the Exodus gloves. I'll do it one more time just to show you. Because remember in the past, they said you could start to change the exotic gear set, or the exotic gear attributes. It seems that is not the case. All right. So anyways, back to the gloves. All right. Let's get in a better lighting situation. There we go. Exodus gloves. So the Exodus gloves will come with an armor core, crit chance, and hazard protection. The talent is called Smoke Screen. Now note, if I switch it to PvP, it will add something to the smoke screen, so we'll get back to that in a second. But the Smoke Screen talent says, on armor break, you will drop a smoke bomb at your feet, concealing yourself for 3 seconds. Now in PvP, it is 100% pulse resistance and drops a smoke bomb at your feet and hides your nameplate. So in PvP, this is really, really, really fun. It's going to be crazy fun. Now, just to show you what this looks like, right? So I know a lot of people are like, what does that look like? What does the smoke screen look like? Let's see it. All right, here we go. Just go to the targeting range, go to damage self, and here we go. Oh, snap. Yo, that's so cool. Yo, that's so cool. Yo, that's so cool. Oh, man, I'm going to love these. I love these. I love them. Let's see if I take them off and back on, if it changes the cooldown. There we go. Let's try it again. No, it's still on cooldown. All right, so that does not work. Hot swapping does not work. Okay, just so you know. Just so you know. All right, let's see. Moving on. Let's, what else did we have? Oh, yeah, the exotic backpack. All right. So here's our exotic backpack. This is called Birdie's Quick Fix Pack. Has that cool little drone there behind you scanning everything. Pretty cool. Looking at the attributes, this comes with a skill tier. This comes with skill haste and repair skills. As far as the talent, it's called Combat Medic. It gives you a faster reload speed, or a revive speed, which is really good. But it also takes away from your weakened debuff timer. The weekend debuff timer usually happens while you are trying to revive somebody. But that is even worse now. However, you get to revive them faster. So I guess it doesn't really matter. It's kind of like a give and take thing there. I'm okay with it. Give me the faster revive speed all day. Now, as far as what it does, it will provide 50% damage resistance to both agents while you are reviving them and for 5 seconds after a successful revive. So that means you get 50% damage resistance. So you go down, someone picks you up, 50% damage resistance if they have this backpack on. That's crazy. Not only that, but it says a successful revive will provide a 1+ skill tier for 30 seconds. And if you're already at a tier 6, it will give you overcharge for 15 seconds. So just imagine you go down, your teammate has this with a future initiative build on, they pick you up, and then they have overcharge. Pretty crazy. Next up we have, let's see, so we went over the exotic backpack, the exotic gloves, the exotic SMG. I'm wondering if we could get access to that exotic chess piece. Let's see. Let's see if it's even in the expertise first. Let's see that. Expertise, chess piece. What's it called? Provocator? There it is. It is here. Provocator is here. I'm trying to see how I would be able to access that. I don't think I am. Yo, I can still do the holiday events here. That's crazy. We can still do the holiday events. As far as targeted loot, everything looks pretty normal. Let's see here. We cannot go to Kinley College. We can do everything else though. Okay. Yep, everything else is looking relatively the same. We might even try a Paradise Lost later. We'll check it out. All right. So that was all of your weapons and gear that is currently in the PTS. There is no signs of the Provocator. Looks like it will be locked behind that climax mission. All right. So let's switch back to our original builds. There we go. And put back on my backpack. There we go.
Please approach the safe area.
Okay, so next up we have the Manhunt, right? So we have new Manhunts. I'm not gonna. I'll save it for a different video, but basically we have to go talk to Keener. Keener will then give us clues for Kelso, and then we'll start doing the new scouts. The scouts are the exact same, so every week we will have 3 different activities. We have to solve the riddle, and then go for it. This season, it's all going to be binary code. So binary code, you will need a translator, or you need to learn how to read binary, or just pull it up on your phone and just translate it. But all of the intel riddles will be in binary, just so you know. They already showed that during the reveal stream, and I'll show that in a different video. All the manhunts will then be in binary, just so you know. All right? And we'll go over that in a separate video. I don't want to make this one too long. I just want to show you everything coming to the Division 2. Next up, we have the season, right? So at launch, like they said, you will have access to tiers 1 and 3. So we have tiers 1 and 3 active right now. And let's see here. Yeah, and then once we unlock those, we can work at the next. And then let's see, tier 7. Ah, they left the Carmine mask in there. So you can't go for the new mask. They learned their lesson from the last one. Now it says here that the Retribution passive modifier is here in the priority objectives. They said that all of them would be in the seasonal journey, but it's looking like they did not do that for... I mean, yeah, they did. Look, you can see. You get 3 modifiers for completing 3. You get 2 modifiers, 2 modifiers, 2 modifiers. I mean, it gives you quite a bit. Okay. Anyways. So we'll do the priority objectives later as well. We do not have access to the seasonal pass or the events timeline. And that is pretty much it. I mean, the rest is just me testing and putting builds together and, you know, trying to theory craft and stuff like that. So let me know what kind of builds you want to see during this PTS. It is an extended PTS, so I will be able to do more builds and more content for this PTS than ever before. So let me know exactly what you want to see, and I will make it happen. But that is everything coming to the Division 2 in Year 3, or in Year 6, Season 3. Burden of Truth. I'm Kamikazevondoom. Hit the like, subscribe. You know the whole YouTube spiel. Support the channel, and I'll see you in the next one, all right? Take care of yourself. Enjoy the rest of your day. And peace out. All right, what's the first build I'm going to do?